Good afternoon, I'm Sean Yao, and this is One News Now. An infectious diseases expert has urged the government to reconsider the controversial Dengvaxia vaccine. Dr. Ron Jean Solante says data regarding the vaccine should be reviewed again amid the rising number of dengue cases in the country. Solante says Dengvaxia is being used in other countries like Singapore. Dengvaxia has been suspended in the country since 2017 due to allegations that it causes complications and even death.
They should review the data, they should review the benefit of this vaccine, which is prevention of hospitalization and prevention of severe dengue. Siguro ang importante lang dito, tamang rekomendasyon at tamang indikasyon kung kailan natin gagamitin at kung saang edad gagamitin para malinaw.
In other news, agricultural damage in the town of Banawe in Ifugao has hit 40 million pesos. Mon Gualvez with the report.
Lourdes diligently goes through rice stalks that can still be used as feeds in their farm here in Banawe, Ifugao. Her farm is among the areas damaged by flash flood and landslide last Thursday. The palay was supposed to be harvested in 3 days' time if it wasn't for the flooding. The yield would have provided them 5 months' worth of rice supply.
Daming proseso na gawin, tapos gumanito ang palay namin dito. Wala naman kaming kakainin kasi wala nang aanihin.
Lourdes is just one of more than 100 farmers affected by the calamity. Most of the damaged farms are part of the famous Banawe rice terraces. Assessment on the damage is still ongoing. State of calamity has also been declared as authorities expedite operations to clear mud off the streets. Residents are also helping out in the cleaning operations. But despite the risk of another landslide, the local government has no plans of relocating residents.
Wala po pong programa ng local government dahil hindi pa identified exactly yung government property for relocation.
The Banawe LGU explains they're quick to alert residents should there be a need to evacuate. For now, the LGU says they're focused on addressing the immediate needs of residents. They also plan to resume tourism activities soon.
Affected ang livelihood. Livelihood kasi dito, walang iba kung hindi, tourism. Yung iba, yung marketability.
For News 5, Mon Gualvez, we are One News.
One News Now will be back with more stories after this quick break. Stay with us. You're still watching One News Now. I'm Sean Yao. Here are some of the latest news from around the world. Sri Lanka's President Gotabaya Rajapaksa will be stepping down from office on July 13, according to the country's parliamentary speaker. This comes on the back of scores of protesters trooping to the president's residence to express their outrage on the country's worsening economic crisis. Sri Lanka's Prime Minister has also expressed his intent to resign to make way for an all-party government. Japan's ruling coalition has expanded its majority in an upper house election after the assassination of former Prime Minister Shinzo Abe. The Liberal Democratic Party and its junior coalition partner Komeito won 76 of 125 seats from just 69 seats previously. Meanwhile, the 41-year-old suspect in Abe's killing has been sent to prosecutors for legal proceedings. Japan's longest-serving Prime Minister Shinzo Abe leaves behind a legacy of Abenomics and hawkish foreign policy. Bloomberg's Kurumi Mori tells us more in this Bloomberg report.
Former Japanese Prime Minister Shinzo Abe was Japan's longest-serving premier. What is his legacy? Background. Born in 1954, Abe was the first Japanese premier born after the country's defeat in World War II. He began his political career in 1993 when he was elected to take over his father's constituency in the southwestern prefecture of Yamaguchi. Abe was part of a political dynasty. His maternal grandfather was PM Nobusuke Kishi and his own father was foreign minister. Number 2, Abenomics. When he came to office for the second time in 2012, Abe launched an unprecedented effort to revive Japan's flagging economy, what became known as Abenomics. It was based on a surge of monetary easing and government spending. Its success propelled his LDP to 6 straight election wins, making Abe the country's longest-serving prime minister with more than 2,800 consecutive days in office. Abenomics helped bolster corporate profits and kept unemployment near its lowest in decades. The Nikkei stock average was twice as high when he resigned in August 2020 as it was when he took office. 3. Foreign policy hawk. Abe sought to end apologies for past imperialism and reinterpreted the country's pacifist constitution to loosen restrictions on the military. He nonetheless managed to stabilize relations with neighboring China. Abe rushed to meet U.S. President-elect Donald Trump in 2016, establishing a relationship that helped Japan avoid the worst, though not all, of the trade and security spats that other U.S. allies endured. Shinzo Abe, 1954 to 2022. He is survived by his wife, Akie Abe.
Let's now take a quick look at today's other top stories. VOX has lowered the alert level status of the Taal volcano. The agency says Taal is now under alert level 1 or low-level unrest after a decline in volcanic activity in the past days. 2 low-pressure areas and an enhanced southwest monsoon are expected to bring more rainfall to parts of the country in the next few days. Pag-asa says the Bicol region and the Visayas should expect rainy weather until Wednesday. And oil companies have announced a big-time price rollback effective tomorrow, July 12. Prices of kerosene and diesel will be going down by over 6 pesos per liter, while gas will be cheaper by 5 pesos and 70 centavos a liter. For more updates, visit News 5, The Philippine Star, and Business World online. Visit our website, onenews.ph, for more in-depth analysis. You can also catch One News on Signal Play. Register for a free account at www.signalplay.com and stream One News Live anytime, anywhere. Masks on, wash hands, and stay safe, Philippines. I am Sean Yao. We are One News.